No, I'm not giving you your own.
Welcome.
This is Connor's debut on the podcast. I think we've heard of him before.
We don't have a drinking rule for Connor.
Found footage, guys. That's right. Found footage, guys. We watched The Dark Tower. We didn't mean to do it that way. No, we did.
Oh.
I was trying to.
Okay. Let me bring
We're just
up the
drinking
cast
energy
before you talk.
drinks right now.
Just
We're
vamp.
on the special right now.
Yeah, no drinking.
Should we still prost though? Should we still prost
We
this?
should.
Prost.
Is this? Oh, I missed this Full Throttle. It's my favorite drink. Brought to you by Full Throttle. Super good.
Super good.
Okay, we're almost there.
Yeah. Matt's looking up the cast list right now. So The Dark Tower, obviously based on the titular series by Stephen King. Some might say his best series.
I'd say like, a lot of people.
Definitely the biggest fan following.
Well, a lot of people feel like it's his best sci-fi fantasy work.
Besides, of
That's
course,
not
Maximum
like,
Overdrive.
That's not like horror. You know, out of his like sci-fi fantasy stuff, this is, and really it stands up as one of the better series of sci-fi fantasy that there is. So I mean, yeah, they made it into a movie. It has got some mixed reviews, definitely.
But who cares about their reviews? Let's hear about
Yeah,
our reviews.
let's talk about our
Let's talk a little bit about the Dark Tower first, just
Okay.
without spoiling anything. So the Dark Tower is basically this young boy having weird dreams. He basically finds out that there's another world that is connected to ours by this dark tower at the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Yeah. You said the title already.
Yep. So he basically becomes this kind of pawn / like in between for these two power players. One named Roland the Gunslinger, and the other one named the Man in Black, or Walter.
Well, Roland really isn't a power player. He's like almost like a has-been at this point.
Well, and that's
of the stuff that's happened to him
in the story.
in the story. But yeah, they're the two pretty much the antagonist and protagonist. But
Roland's fallen on hard times. He's kind of the last of his order, and kind of the last hope for winning this. That's all we'll say, like plot wise. I think that's good. Let's talk about what we thought about this movie.
Well, the characters in it. Let's talk about the characters first. The little kid. I should have looked up his name first.
I was gonna say, we have
the little kid. His name was the little kid.
Tommy Knocker.
Little Tommy. Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor. There he is.
See?
He's like 4 in this
Did
picture.
I know his name?
Why is
or
he
did I
four?
just say the title of a Stephen King book?
Why is he 4 in this picture? I don't know. But Tom Taylor is
Who played Jake
Jake
Chambers?
Jake is the main kid.
Jake.
All right. Bless you. So Jake, what did you feel about his performance? Was it?
I liked him. He looked addled. He definitely was like a young actor. He was no Jake Lloyd though. He was much better than this kid. I definitely see like some potential for him. Like I didn't think he was that bad at all.
I have a feeling his face is going to look like this young for like 20 years.
And also he'll look as addled as his character like in 20 years because he'll be a meth head or something.
Will he look as addled as Jackie Earl Haley looks in everything?
Jackie Earl Haley.
This is like the best he looked at anything. Like
Yeah.
he actually looked like he like lifted some weights or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The Man in Black, aka Walter, played by Matthew McConaughey, the lead villain,
And just acting all he can, just pushing so hard.
So I got this, guys. Don't worry, I'm running with the ball.
Oh man, I don't know if it was the right direction, but he was doing his thing.
And
hard.
the main character Roland, what was his last name? Deshane. Someone's mad about this. Who played the gunslinger?
He's Roland.
Played by Idris Elba, who I thought was probably the best part of the
I don't
movie.
know why people always think when Idris Elba gets picked for something, especially if it's something where a white actor is supposed to be there, they get up in arms. He is the best actor for this choice.
He's probably one of the best actors. Period. Yeah.
Like he's definitely in his Denzel Washington stride right now, where
certainly.
he's just knocking him out of the park. Watch everything he's in. Stop. You know, if you should have been a white guy as that guy.
Shut
up.
He's like the only reason that Pacific Rim is watchable.
Yeah, correct.
With him, I guess.
Correct.
Stacker Pentecost, guys,
Stacker
or his son, Meaty Sandwich Pentecost.
Okay, so he did a really good job. Matthew McConaughey, we'll talk about that more in spoiler, I guess. But I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like.
I feel like he did a good job, but he didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, I feel like
And I feel like that was kind of the theme for me for this movie was that it did a good job with what it had, but it didn't have a lot to work with, and that's partially because the source material is rich and dense, and like making this a 2-hour movie.
It was less than 2 hours, dude. It was an hour and a half.
Makes no sense.
It was like a solid
it made no sense
100
because
minutes.
there's so like Stephen King was in his most drug-addled, his most like crazy psychotropic drugs phase, where he just had so much just pumping into this, like his own blood, sweat, and LSD, laced tears.
There is some really crazy concepts going on in this story.
Teleportation,
insane. Like there's multiple universes, but there's one focal point that if you that can stretch the thing. Yeah, I was like, it was pretty deep. Like, but you couldn't really get into that because you're like, I'm trying to follow the story, and they're not giving me enough time to follow anything else.
Well, and they're basically like, see this roadside over here? Let's keep going. It's like taking a tour of the United States, but you're doing it in like 15 hours. Right, so like you're going as fast as you can, just going as fast as you can to this place, and it's just like, okay, wow. Like it's like I think I saw the Statue of Liberty at one point.
I have no concept either if this was supposed to be 2 days or 11 years.
It's like taking a tour of China, but just in postcards.
Like, here's China. Like, was it supposed to be 48 hours or supposed to be 48 days? Yeah. I don't know. Like,
this movie.
There's a lot happening,
and partially because of the mechanics, and because of the teleportation and the concept of time. Like they're just teleporting everywhere randomly, and
I think the best part is they keep talking about the teleportation thing, and they're like, "Well, if you teleport, they'll know where you are," but no one defines it.
Not really.
No. I mean, eventually
your general vicinity sort of.
Yeah, eventually, but like it took a while, and I was like,
and there was the weird like bad guy worshipping people in the city that were like maybe like vampire people, maybe led by Jackie Earle Haley, who should have just been Rorschach, and I would have been happy with it.
I think it would have been better if he played a Rorschach-like guy, but a villain. I think it would have been all right. And a little creepier, but he was just kind of like, I'm a cool dude with a bike jacket. I'm like, no.
He's like, guess what I'm doing, eating a sandwich in the background. That's it.
Thanks for the money, guys.
Like he had.
I'm gonna go do some more.
Character development was not the thing of the. It was not what you're looking for. Also, Lagertha was in this movie, by the way. Catherine Winnick. I was just like, and I didn't recognize her first because I was so used to just seeing her. I
immediately recognized her and went like,
and I was like, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And then I just looked at them and I'm like, Catherine Winnick. He's like, yeah, and I was like, no, dude, Catherine Winnick.
I knew. And then her eyes met mine, and she couldn't see my dad. But I was looking at her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's not a lot to talk about with this movie because there's a couple set pieces, not many, and they're mostly dystopian or in New York City. And then it's at the end.
Which would be dystopian, depending on what part of New York City.
Then the movie, and they break, they make these rules up and then just break them immediately. And you're like, okay, why are we making up rules for this world when you're just going to break them?
Okay. Let's do our ratings.
Because I think
because I want to do a little spoiler.
This is like the quickest.
That's okay.
That's what this movie was, though. I think.
Let's go with your rating first.
And it's funny because like how much you just heard, you might think like, oh, he didn't like this movie, but I really like this movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It hit the right notes and it felt good. It's just it falls apart when you think about it for more than a second.
Yeah,
Idris Elba put the plot on his back. Matthew McConaughey picked up that character and put it on his back because his character is threadbare.
I have different feelings.
I was surprised. I was surprised the director just didn't give a mustache a twirl. He was like, "I'm the bad guy."
Yeah.
Why? Like, if anyone asked why, I would have loved to see just someone like.
What's my power set?
Yeah, like someone stop and be like, "Why are you the bad guy?" And then just have him go.
I never really thought about it.
Yeah,
I'll start rolling with books.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give this. I liked it. I'm not gonna give anything. It wasn't mediocre. It was just above mediocre. It was fun enough. With different actors, it definitely would have been mediocre or even worse. Like fourth of down. But I liked it because of Idris Elba, because of the kid, because of Matthew McConaughey. Although Matthew McConaughey, like I said, had a lot of work to do. It wasn't his fault. And Catherine Winnick also hired it up about 2 steps.
I think if you've read this book series, I've heard how great it is, and I think that it's going to be mediocre for you. It's going to be because with me not reading the books, I think maybe it made it a little.
No,
better.
certainly. I read the first book that the source material is based on, and like I said, it's thick. It's like rich.
I went to read it. I was like, that's a lot of book.
And that's the thing. Like it's like.
I'll read this pamphlet.
It's Stephen King.
I'll play this video game.
Stephen King at his most up his own ass. when he writes this book, and so like just
That's
it's
saying
all
a
like
lot.
yeah, just
That's
like
saying a lot.
exactly, and it's because he was heavily into drugs, and he's heavily I'm the best, and so it's like you can really tell in the writing, but it's still good writing. It's just that like sometimes you're like, okay, he didn't need to describe this for a page and a half. Blah.
I did like it though. There's it's one of those movies though. Here's the bad thing about it. It's not something that's like super memorable when you after like you leave the theater. It's not like there's not like I mean the themes have been there in a lot of other stuff, and because it wasn't overly
It was
well
a popcorn
done.
summer flick.
Yeah, because it wasn't overly well done, it didn't make it memorable for me. I did love Idris Elba in this movie. I thought he was great. I thought he was great as an adult person. I thought there's cool little cameos like Dennis Haysbert as his dad was a cool little cameo.
That's right, the Allstate man, guys.
Allstate.
You know who that is.
And also the president sometimes.
Damn it!
I didn't feel the same way about Matthew McConaughey's performance. I felt like he's turning Nicolas Cage like hard, like he just hard left.
But Nicolas Cage is a great actor too.
But Nicolas Cage, I feel like would have done this better.
I agree.
He would have been the Man in Black so much better.
This is stealing from definitely stealing a whole weight from how did this get made, but with Nicolas Cage making it
But really,
better. Yes,
I
100%.
mentioned this to you in the theater because I felt like the character he was playing was Nicolas Cage. Like he was creepy, he was maniacal over the top for no reason.
Well, I think that
and then he go into quiet.
I
mode.
don't
So
think
then
that
it's
was
like,
Matthew McConaughey's fault. I think that was the
I don't
writing
know.
of him. I think it was.
I
totally
feel like he should have had more control over that because he is Matthew McConaughey. It's not like they're hiring Taylor Kitsch or somebody. You know, like they had the gravitas of Matthew McConaughey.
I don't give Matthew McConaughey that much credit.
I don't know.
I don't give him that much
I don't
credit.
know, but I don't give him that much credit for not being able to act out of this or do something different with it. He should have. But I still liked it. I liked it, and like I said, Idris Elba really put it above the mediocre for me because I enjoyed him. CGI was some of it was good, some of it was like
It was passable.
yeah, it was better than a lot of the movies this year actually, which are sad because it's 2017.
I love the Gunslinger's Creed.
What's going on? Like,
I
the
wanna-
Gunslinger's Creed?
I'll recite that and walk around.
Like every day, yeah. And it uses to calm your heart, so it's good.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about Matthew McConaughey's on the Man in Black's power set after this. So I give it a like.
I told you
I want to say it's a low like, but I'm not gonna say it. It's just like it. I did like it. I enjoyed it. I think, like I said, the only problem was it's not memorable. I have to watch it again really to remember it a little better. You know.
I agree. Okay, let's get into spoilers right away. Let's keep this train a rolling, guys. Spoilers.
12:35 spoilers.
12:35 or so. So Matt, let's talk about this movie for real. Not these wussy, I'm not seeing people around. Okay? This is your last one to tune out because we're going to talk about stuff. Let's do it.
This is your last warning, actually.
And also, I'm really caffeinated. We usually just have a downer and then we're like,
I
don't know what's going on.
We're doing an escape room after this. I gotta
Let's do
real. Okay, so first of all, we'll start off in the real world with Jake and his parents.
Jake Chambers.
His stereotypical asshole stepfather, like
very protective mother who believes
very
him.
protective mother who believes in him, and he's got basically they think he's mentally ill though. They both
Played by
kinda do.
Catherine Winnick.
Yes, that's all that matters. I love you. So and the stepdad's like, you're a liar and a jerk, and
I'm
you're
gonna
crazy.
get you out of this house. Stop breathing.
He might have been the mustache twirly guy. I'm like, okay, I
he
got
was-
it.
he was like the
I
wiener.
got it. But jeez, I got it. You hate him. All right. I like the little set pieces where the weird portal thing, even though it was weird because the house tried to eat him.
Yeah, and that was not well explained.
I
It's one of my guardian guys.
Yeah, he's like a house and he tries to eat
Life
people.
as a house. It's
But I
played by
liked
Hayden
it. I thought it
Christensen.
looked cool.
Actually, if you notice,
I like
the
how
credits,
ancient the portals look.
that
and stuff like
guardian
that.
was played by Hayden Christensen in Life as a House. So I mean, it makes sense.
I don't think it's on here.
See, it's not credited. It's not credited.
Where's the Matthew McConaughey? They wanted me to look more at Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Somebody told me, they said, I
That he's
like
actually a
Matthew
robot?
McConaughey, but I can't see him in anything except for his Dallas Buyers Club character. I was like, well, if that's all you can see him in, this is not
Oh, boy.
This is not going to be good for you at all.
That's depressing.
Yeah, like, after he was like, over the top of that, I can't see. It was like, that's kind of Nicolas Cage, though, in a way, too. And that's why he would have been better at this. Because Nicolas Cage would have done it
Okay,
for
let's talk about Matthew McConaughey because you obviously we have that's a really contention.
It doesn't say Walter on here,
Walter,
by the way.
yeah,
It doesn't say Walter.
It should because he
What was
was
Walter's last name? Do you remember?
No, they just said his name was Walter.
No, they said his full name.
It was like
Walter
Walter
something.
Jiggs. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a crap?
Walter Jiggs.
He's like, I'm the guy that's going to destroy the universe, Walter.
Yeah. Okay. So he has no motivation, by the way. Okay. So he is human.
Yeah, he's human.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's like human. It's Professor X.
Yeah, it's
like
Professor
psych
X.
powers.
Yes.
So like if Professor X was
100%.
like the worst human being.
100%.
Professor X was also the worst human being.
Yes.
Okay. Like that doesn't really explain because there's others. There's infinite
because it
worlds.
doesn't-
How do we know he's even from this world? Plus, gunslingers are they human too?
The only thing he doesn't. The
We
only
don't know if they got two hearts or not. They could be Time Lords. They could be Time Lords.
The only thing he doesn't, he does, the only power that he does, I think, that can't be classified as telekinesis or telepathic was, I think he made a fireball at one point.
Did he? I don't even
I think
know.
so. I think he made a fireball at one point, but everything else was either telepathic or telekinetic. It was like you can just he made them think they're getting.
Yeah, but then if he has a fireball, that still ruins his power set.
it doesn't because just
That's
he
some
made
kind of
them
OP
think they're on fire.
This is
Tele-
like the worst.
telepathy.
This is like the worst Marvel heroes character. Like when you're doing the.
That's not even the worst part of his character, though. The worst part of his character is his motivation. Like, what is his motivation? They don't say.
Okay, let's talk about that.
And I unfortunately don't remember the book as well enough to remember what it
destroy
was.
this tower because if you destroy the tower, it lets the dark beings that live outside this
Basically, like
group of universes,
almost
destroy them.
invincible demons, like really hard to kill demons, and you get a glimpse of them in one scene.
Well, you see the one in the sky, the Cthulhu thing going on in the sky. There, I was like, no.
Well, and just that one dude
No.
that was like stabbing the gunslinger and stuff.
You gave him like hepatitis.
Yeah.
We're also really horny, sexually
Yeah.
active. We don't use condoms.
Well, they're demons.
Yeah,
They're demons.
okay,
What-
jeez.
What expects a demon to wear
Jeez.
condoms? You guys don't have Trojans? Well, we're demons.
He says
Oh,
they say you have hepatitis A, B, and E.
Well, that might have just been from living, though.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that too. I'm like, okay, so he was like a rock hound before this. Like, he
Yeah,
was
why
like,
not? Yeah. A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
He's like before
Because
this. I was like, I was gunslinger. I used to get a lot of tails.
Mushroom. Yeah, I'm not going to say any bad words, though. I think we refrain from saying bad
I think
words.
we're doing good so
Monetization. Here we go. YouTube, look at it.
Please.
Let's
17 cents.
I'll take it.
But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. Like, what was his motivation? But then he's just like, his power set was OP. Like,
Yeah, well, that's the
there's a
point
guy
of
with that. He could have just killed every single human being.
He literally went up to people, and multiple times it was just like, stop breathing, and they
Yeah.
just died.
He could have done it to any single. Like,
Except for Roland.
why was this a problem? He could have finished everyone off at this point. Like,
He just got a knife and stop breathing, everyone!
Yeah, they just go,
Ah.
hey, kill everyone else except for me. Everybody just kill everybody until no one's
Well,
left.
and yeah, and he in that one scene, he made multiple, like, probably like
He
100
made
people
those
in
two
that
people
bar.
fight each other, and then
And then
all the rest
100
of
people in the
them
bar.
watch.
Like 100 people in the bar
He's
watch.
like, just calm down and enjoy the show. That's what he said. And I was like,
Also, they were like weird rat people. Like, somebody's going to clean that up and be like, hey, there's weird rat people on Earth. We've
and then
confirmed
somebody's
aliens.
going to just calm down and we enjoyed the show.
Like, oh, okay, cool. No charges pressed. And they'd be like, these are just New York City rats because their skin's all gone at that point. That makes sense.
And they have pizza.
Yeah.
They're pizza
Yeah,
rats.
pizza rats. Oh boy. So okay, never mind. That scene holds up then. That scene holds up completely.
We just
No plot
confirmed,
hole.
we confirmed that scene should
No
have
plot hole. No plot hole. Sorry.
been.
They had the random psychic lady person that amounted to nothing.
Claudia Kim, I think.
She amounted
Yes.
to nothing.
Yeah, you're like, oh, she's helping them out. And you're like, oh,
She's
maybe
gonna be a player, and
Yeah.
nope, she's dead.
immediately. Well, this is when he finally tracked her, but he took his sweet time getting there and tracking them through the portals. And he gets there and he's like, hey, I'm going to torture you. And she's like, I'm not going to tell you anything. He's like, okay, then. Die.
You're gonna tell me stuff. Okay, bye now.
Like, then you have to stop breathing. Oh, I don't even remember what he did to her. I say stop breathing.
No,
Something
I
else.
think, yeah, I don't know.
Like, eat your own butt. Like,
Okay, but literally, you could, like, yeah, you can do anything you want. You
you
can
like, punch yourself in the face until you die. Like, oh, okay.
copulate with that tree until you fall down dead.
But, and here's the most annoying part about this whole thing for me.
oh, I didn't say another bad word. Yes.
The only person
Doing good.
who is immune to this is the gunslinger.
Yeah, right. Rolling. Well, and technically the kid.
Yeah, because he has like some kind of weird psychic powers. But like before this, he's like, the only person. Like he explains it too, because you gotta have that explanation. Like, the only person who doesn't fall
Is he-
to my magic. He keeps saying it's magic, by the way. So
Well, and that's why I'm like, it's not magic, because anyone's it's magic. Look, it's magic.
My magic.
My magic. It's magic. They should end with that. Really. You missed an opportunity there.
But yeah, so
What just peeved me the most about the movie was when so Jake, like, part of his impetus for this journey is he has this dream about these kids getting their brains stolen. It gets shot at the tower falls. okay, so we're going to save these kids. So they go into this facility, and he's immediately captured. No kids are saved. They just bring him to the machine, and then he just completely resists the machine as if nothing is happening.
Yeah, and he holds it off for an extraordinary.
But also
long
at the
amount
same
of
time, it's like holding a portal open
Yeah.
and like making people do flippies or
like,
something. And
this guy is Omega level mutant that learned his power set in like 3 hours.
and there's like a rat making him like toast and
Yeah.
jam over there. I'm like, what is it? What the fuck is
I'm
going
hungry,
on?
rat. And the rat's like, oh,
damn it! I want to bleep that
I
out.
have this pizza.
I'm gonna bleep that out. Don't bleep that out.
I have this slice of pizza, and you're like, and like didn't he hold the elevator? So he's got like the telekinetics going on, telekinesis going on, resisting whatever the hell this fire shooty thing is.
Good fire shooty.
I don't like what is this weapon even based on?
Like, I think it's their
Powers,
souls,
maybe?
brains.
Their
Like,
souls.
if I remember correctly, their souls.
Yeah,
like,
but he
have the
shoots
power.
they shoot it once when he's in it,
Yeah,
but he hasn't died.
yeah, because it's like it's
So it's like part of his soul gone now.
Yeah, I think like it's like a Horcrux or something.
Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It really. And then you just look at this stupid tower. I'm like, why do I care about this tower? Why do I care?
They
Why
had
should
some fun-
It looks like stupid Barad-dûr.
Because it holds up a force field around the universe,
yeah,
man.
stupid. It's dumb.
It's on one planet and it holds
dumb.
up a force field around
That
the
is something that somebody
For
who has a lot of
reasons.
drugs
Yes.
thought on this.
Yes, and I think that's why I enjoyed it a little more than this because I had that grain of salt where I knew like he was really this is when he was really bad with drugs and he wrote this and yeah
Like I'm looking at this tower, I'm
It's
like, okay,
insane.
it looks like some garbage Barad-dûr without the eye on top of it.
like so Walter.
There's nothing going. Like,
Walter,
what
what
is
is your-
supposed to be like anything in that tower? It's just a building that's sitting there. Is it a living building? I need to know about where
Like,
this
so
building.
Walter, what's your end game? Well, I'm gonna get all the demons to come in.
Then what happens when they want to
So like
kick your
you're,
ass?
yeah, like gonna kill you, or they do you have like a deal with them? No, not really. I just wanted them to come in. No, I was bored. I guess.
Maybe he thinks he can control the demons with his psychic powers.
Yeah, and I know this is in the book, but I don't remember that well. I really.
Well, I also hope they explain why Roland can resist it, because that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he has no psychic powers.
Maybe he just has strong.
Well, his
strong
dad doesn't?
barriers.
His dad doesn't.
Well, so it might have been from his mom's side. Maybe she was
She
killed by
dead.
bullets. Yeah.
She dead too.
Speaking of getting killed by a bullet, Dan Black killed by a bullet.
Okay,
His
so
only weakness.
let's talk about the inside. Well, here's the thing. Before the first scene, you see Roland shooting at him. He's angry. His dad does. He goes behind like this and catches it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look. He just
Yeah.
goes like this and catches the bullet.
Telepathic telekinetics.
Okay, but you're also a human who has fingers. So even if you were,
Telekinetics.
yeah, but he caught it with his hand, dude.
Telekinetics.
What in his hand?
Yes. You telekinetics slows the bullet down. Telekinetics wraps
Bullshit.
around the bullet. His hand is
I
on the
just,
bullet.
I
His
just
little
cussed
fingies.
because you made me so
his little
angry.
fingies. His little fingies.
Except you couldn't see it.
I
I
got
got no
my
clue
fingies.
where it was coming from.
We're not getting monetized now. That's your fault. I only said half of that word. You said a full one.
I said ass before that too. So.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck, shit, ass.
Get them all out.
It's okay. It's in
Get them all
the
out.
spoilers. You're not going to get this far anyway.
Yeah, I'm like,
No,
oh,
we
we only watched the first 30
Yeah.
seconds. We'll put no bad words.
Okay, so let's look at a couple good things before we go. But I really liked some of the fish out of water type banter stuff. I liked the scene with where they said he had hepatitis A, B, E, and severe radiation.
There's actually a couple little funny moments in there that they put in and were entertaining. I also like seeing Roland's journey.
Oh, and also
from-
Roland was like a demigod. That's one of the reasons that he wasn't susceptible. I think he was basically he said, "I'll heal quickly," and he got
Yeah.
stabbed and he healed fine.
Yeah, but I just assumed that was like because his people from that universe had a different metabolism.
You got me there.
It could be
That could be, yeah.
it could be that, but they didn't explain it. That's why it's so
They
confusing.
didn't explain anything.
Yeah, that's why
There's
it's like,
nothing that's explained.
do I assume that Roland and the Man in Black are humans, or that they are creatures from this
human-like.
different world that would be
They had an
human-like?
amusement park, Matt.
But like, okay, so they heal
I don't know what's
faster.
an
Maybe.
amusement park
Maybe they
like
heal
that.
faster. Maybe they.
With the lowest level.
I mean, he can obviously shoot better. He just goes like this, and he can like shoot through 18 things and hit a
That's
guy.
because he
in the
doesn't
head.
shoot with his hand. He shoots with his
Shoots
eye.
with my heart.
No.
When he kills himself.
I kill with my heart.
Because he has not forgotten the face of his
I
father.
don't kill with my gun. To kill with your gun is to forget the face of your father. I kill with my heart.
And that was a badass scene. It was great.
And
They put in the trailer, and it was still good.
Still
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
still good.
I was like, he's gonna.
He's
shoot him.
gonna kill that guy.
He's doing the Korean was cool. It was cool.
And they should have when they tested, they should like we need more of that kind of stuff, and less of like method
What about?
mugging.
Oh, here's something. What about the Matrix Burly Brawl gun scene where he was facing like
That was awesome.
57
That's great.
dudes?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, I thought it was alright too. I was like, I don't know how
The
this guy
action
will survive
scenes
this
were what
bullshit.
made this a good movie.
I don't know how this guy would
would
survive this, but okay.
Yeah, there's no way.
They all like machine guns. He's
Also,
got a
he
6-shooter.
He was not hit once, I don't think. Like I don't think he was hit once in the fight, which makes zero sense.
Didn't he? He got shot before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was. Yeah. He just was a murder machine. They all have machine guns, like literally.
Yeah,
have
and he's
machine
like
guns.
bleeding out, and he's like, okay, here we
He hits
go.
faster than most.
And then it's like that thing where he's like, a chamber opens and he's like, and all the bullets flying into the gun.
I like when the
Yeah.
scene where it's just go like that. That was really cool.
I like that he picked
I
up
dig
the
it,
little.
but that's another thing. Like a human couldn't do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think like he's like some sort of demigod.
Well, that's why I think that it's like some kind of alien race.
Yeah, sure, and that's fine too. That makes it. Both those make sense.
Somebody in the comments
Somebody
if
that
you
read the book
or
or
something.
I was like, I don't remember it at all. I'm like doubting that I actually read the book, but I know I did.
Okay. Well, what else we got? Do we have more good stuff to talk about? Let's talk about the graphics first. The graphics CGI. There was some CGI. There was that weird demon thing. It was super creepy looking.
Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah.
It was.
You didn't like this. I thought you didn't like the CGI though.
I did in a way, but they did it better. And only reason it was alright because it was in the dark. If it was in the light, that demon would look cheesy as.
I want to talk about, and this isn't a negative thing, but what about that house demon guy that was made of the house? Like he had the kid all up into splinters. You know, he had some splinters, some major cuts.
Yeah. Well,
and stuff.
there was something left behind, like blood or something.
Yeah, he had like a little scratch.
Yeah.
From like all these like pieces of wood grabbing
choking
and crushing
him.
his
They were,
body.
choking him, yeah.
With like wood.
How did he even get out of it? Like I was confused how he got out of
His
it.
brain. He used his brain.
Like the brain he just learned he could use.
Yes.
Well,
Like,
not 3 seconds.
Well, I
before
think
that.
it was like you know how you discover your mutant powers. Like it's
So he had
he's
like
about to die. He's like,
he's
get off
basically like
me.
Rey in Star Wars.
Well, I think he even said like, get off me or let me go, and then it let him go. And that was the thing, like because he has the touch. He's got the glow. Like
So
Bruce Leroy.
he's got the glow. Of the shine. That's what it was. It was the shine.
Yeah, the shine.
Shine's is better
We
actually.
didn't make that part up. That's actually in there.
I want to ting like a little shine on his tooth or something.
Better than the pure man. That means poop.
It's got pure shine. I wish he had like a fishing pole and my ball of shine.
Are you saying there should have been some more Bubba Sparks? In
Yes, Bubba Sparks should
Okay,
be
let's
able
have
to
this.
do
We love you guys. Thank you for stopping by.
that. Did thankful.
Boo boo boo. Bye bye.
We liked it.
Bye.